Hi, welcome back to Bright Society. In this week's video we're showing you how to make this floral and ribbon wand perfect for the flower girls who'll be walking down the aisle on your big day. To make our flower wand, you're going to need some sort of dowel. This is a 30cm dowel that we're going to use for our one, but you can use whatever thickness or length that you want. Some bendable wire and something to cut it with. Now I've got a wooden shape here to mould my wire around, but you can just freehand, or you can use whatever shape you want, and it just makes it slightly easier to bend the wire to the shape that you want. Got some twine, some faux flowers to decorate, some ribbon and a glue gun. So we're going to start by bending our wire. So I've got my length of bendable wire and I'm going to take this wooden heart shape and bend the wire around it. Again, you can freehand shape if you like, but I just find it easier with something to push against to shape the wire. So we're going to start on one side, leaving a small overlap of wire here at the bottom of the heart, and then just using the wooden shape to press against, mould the heart shape that you want. Now, once you've got the rough heart shape that you like, I'm going to take the mould away and just make sure you leave a good length of wire on the other side, as this is what we're going to use to wrap around the dowel to attach the wire onto the dowel. So to attach onto the dowel, we're first going to put a twist in the two ends of the wire just to secure that nicely into the heart shape. And taking our dowel, position that at the top of the dowel and wrap around a few times to secure it. You can adjust as you go to make sure the heart is in the position that you want it to be. And you can either chop the excess wire off or just keep wrapping around, as we're going to cover this all in twine anyway. So there we have it. We've got our heart attached to the dowel, so now it's ready to decorate to become the flower wand that you're after. So our next task is to cover all the wire heart and the top of the dowel with this twine. This just gives a nice even look to the flower wand, but also hides all those potential sharp edges of the wire. So we're going to start by wrapping it around the dowel. We can put a little knot to start with, put a knot in the string. This, if you do this towards what will be the back of your wand, you can cut off the excess tail at the end, but if we knot that twice just to make a good start, the string doesn't go anywhere as you're trying to wrap it around. And from there you can just start wrapping to cover all the wire. Now this may take a little bit of time to make sure it's all covered and wrapped neatly, but just keep going with it, as it'll be worth it in the end. Once you get to the heart shape, just do exactly the same and keep going until it's fully covered. So once you've finished wrapping all the way round, you can either tie a knot again in the end, or you could use just a blob of hot glue just to secure the final bit of string to the dowel. Now don't worry too much if this area is a little bit messier than you perhaps would like, because we're going to hide that in a minute with some faux flowers and some ribbon. I have a selection of little fake flowers and foliage here, which I'm going to use to decorate my flower wand, and we're going to attach these using the hot glue gun again. So I'm just going to have a lay out the flowers and foliage just to get an idea of how I want it to be on the finished product, and then we'll go ahead and glue those. I'm just going to take the stem off this flower so it sits more flush to the flower wand. And once you're happy with your arrangement, the final thing to do is just add a ribbon just to complete the look. And there we have it, one flower girl wand ready for your big day.